Live from the Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. This is the YouTube channel vlog show in which video games, flash game show gameplays, along with sports and wrestling news are the norm. This is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here's the host of the show, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. This is episode number 279 of the show. How's it going? Everyone? It is Saturday, January the 7th, 2023, 3:40 p.m., completing the first full week of 2023, and this is the first Saturday of 2023. How's it going, everyone? Hope you all have a wonderful, I hope your week was great. If not, don't worry about it. There's next week. We gotta remember, if you didn't have a good day, don't worry about it. There's tomorrow. You can recover. You know, there's always tomorrow. You know, and I think Clarice from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, yeah, mentioning Christmas. There's always tomorrow for dreams to come true. You know, that song. So, you know, okay, if nothing went for you today, try again tomorrow. That's for sure. You know, sometimes Curly Howard, even though sometimes he can be funny, you know, if at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed. Sometimes you gotta keep on, keep on learning a lot. So basically, that's probably what I was saying. Because you're gonna make mistakes throughout the day. So, anyways, let's kick it off, shall we? For the what happened last night on the first SmackDown of 2023 in Memphis, Tennessee, the Bloodline once again after losing another matchup, and decided to kick off Raw by wreaking havoc. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman comes out and addresses the Memphis crowd. Sami Zayn was going to address the Memphis crowd. And then Roman Reigns took his anger out on Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's like, whoa. Kevin Owens interrupts Reigns. At that point, Kevin Owens is trying to get into Roman Reigns' head. He says, I think the only way to end this is by me beating you for the Undisputed Universal title and challenging for a match at the Royal Rumble. So anyways, Charlotte Flair arrived in her own cool-looking car in Memphis, and Kofi Kingston earlier in the afternoon yesterday was interviewed by Kayla Braxton until Santos Escobar and Legado del Fantasma interrupt him, and he said, "Let's settle this in a matchup." They had a matchup: Kofi Kingston versus Santos Escobar, two men that are willing to. I'll tell you, this was a decent matchup, a dream matchup because both men. Very high flying with the abilities. You got Santos Escobar, the Lucha Libre style and whatnot. And Kofi Kingston did Santos Escobar, thanks to a little chicanery by Legado del Fantasma, did pick up the victory over the current NXT Tag Team Champion, as you know. The New Day has decided, become NXT Tag Team Champions a couple of weeks ago, before the year was out. And they're making pretty deadly jump through hoops. I think this coming Tuesday will be a gauntlet match. And if Pretty Deadly wins it, they'll get the tag team title shot. And then there's huge breaking news. At the Royal Rumble Premium Live event, Roman Reigns will defend the Undisputed Universal Heavyweight title against Kevin Owens. That's a huge moment. And Sami Zayn tries to talk to Reigns, but listen, Heyman says, hey, I still love you, so Roman Reigns was a little upset. Liv Morgan declares her entry in the Women's Royal Rumble and says, hey, I'll draw number one. If you don't think I'm going to win, watch me. So here we go. Caleb Braxton interviewed LA Knight about his situation with Bray Wyatt as he's about to face Bray Wyatt in the Mountain Dew Pitch Black matchup at the Royal Rumble, one-on-one. So we'll see a lot of mind games we play there. Mixed tag match in action, and this is the first time ever seeing Scarlett in the ring. Emma and Madcap Moss went up against Scarlett and Karrion Kross, and Karrion Kross and Scarlett won the matchup when Karrion Kross knocked out Madcap Moss with his cross jacket. And they decided to put the Rey Mysterio mask because they've been targeting Rey Mysterio for weeks. Rey Mysterio's got enough problems to deal with already with his punk son ruining his holiday seasons. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus were at Jerry the King Lawler's place, hanging out, drinking some pints and whatnot. And they're talking about how they're going to celebrate after beating the Usos and be delivering banger after banger. And they got everybody in the bar doing it. Banger after banger after banger. Charlotte Flair comes out, addresses the Memphis crowd about being the women's champ once again on SmackDown. Sonya Deville, which I was kind of shocked that she even showed up to issue the challenge to Flair, and fans in Memphis saying, whoop that trick, and Charlotte Flair's like, they think you're a trick. I'm like, oh boy. So, and then Charlotte Flair goes, fine, I'll accept the challenge. And Charlotte Flair, Sonya Deville went at it. It was a heck of a matchup, but then Charlotte Flair did beat Sonya Deville with the figure 8. What a move. Now, Lacey Evans has been training in the ring now, the next mission, and she decided to add a new move to her repertoire. That's right. She is taking the Cobra Clutch. That's right. She's adopted the Cobra Clutch as her maneuver, as her new move. Looks like Sergeant Slaughter's been kind of approved. So I'll tell you one thing right now. I'd like to see Sergeant Slaughter to back up Lacey Evans as the manager of some sorts, because having an advice from a Hall of Famer like Sergeant Slaughter can really help you. Sergeant Slaughter is a former WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So then the Royal Rumble, Royal Rumble qualifier, Ricochet versus Top Dollar, after Ricochet made some jokes about Top Dollar's little botch. Two went at it. Now Top Dollar and Ricochet does win. He's going to go into Royal Rumble with Kofi Kingston. I'd like to see Kofi Kingston and Ricochet even hook up in the Royal Rumble. That would be really interesting. I wonder if both men have any ideas of trying to prevent themselves from being eliminated. If they get thrown out of the ring. It'll be very interesting to see. And Top Dollar says, hey, listen, I respect you, man, So they both shake hands, they hug. But then as they were celebrating, Ashante the Adonis super kicks Ricochet, and then B-Fab and Top Dollar went in on it, and I was like, oh boy. And then as they were attacking Ricochet, Braun Strowman came to Ricochet's aid, chasing off Hit Row. Something I even tweeted about this to Top Dollar. I said, at least you and Braun Strowman would be a banger of a match. I would love to see that matchup. Not only that, now that the Hit Row's turned heel, hey, Top Dollar versus John Cena, Battle Rap, WrestleMania, make it happen. That's when I say, let's go. And the Usos and Solo Sikoa were heading out to battle, and then Roman Reigns tells Heyman to get Sami Zayn. And Reigns and Zayn were talking, and so Zayn apologizes to Roman Reigns. Says, I don't accept your apology. Almost kind of like, uh-oh. He goes, I'm the one who should be apologizing. And I was like, boy, Roman Reigns apologizing to Sami Zayn? Man, God respect that, right? Because, listen, I took my anger on you. I'm sorry. I allowed Kevin Owens to get in my head. You know what we're going to do? We're going to solve this KO problem. And you're going to deal with it. Deal with it as next week it will be Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens next week. I think that we're going to start building up. Because I've got a feeling that they're going to make WrestleMania huge. So there's that. So, and then when the Usos music was being hit, Sami Zayn was gone. And Roman, no, stay and watch the match with us. Okay, so Sami Zayn got some popcorn for him and the Tribal Chief. And the tag team titles were on the line. And then during the match, though, Solo Sikoa was attacking Drew McIntyre. And that brings out Ridge Holland and Butch, we have not seen all night. They finally came out the Brawling Brutes and started beating the crap out of Solo Sikoa. Meanwhile, the Usos and Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, they had the match. McIntyre and Sheamus almost had the match well in hand, but the Usos used their chicanery, feet on the ropes, feet on the Usos and all that. And the Usos did retain the championship. And then Sami Zayn was making a mess of the locker room, throwing popcorn all around. So that is it for SmackDown. The first NXT Level Up. of 2023. I keep writing 2022. Why am I just such a dumb? I'm a dum-dum. I'm a dum-dum. I'm a dum-dum. All right. Women's tag team matchup. Elektra Lopez and Amari Miller. It's like Amari Miller is trying to have a little new attitude. Going up against the new team. The team, a couple of newcomers, Sol Ruka and Danny Palmer. I like Danny Palmer. She's pretty cute. But the experience of Amari Miller and Elektra Lopez won out in that matchup. And Tank Ledger interviewed by Kelly Kincaid, and as he takes on Zion Quinn. Tank Ledger took on Zion Quinn. Zion Quinn did win the matchup. And I forgot it right now. And in the main event, another tag team matchup, Idris Enofe and Malik Blade took on Tavian Heights and Miles Bourne. I say Tavian Heights and Bourne should be like a new Alpha Academy type tag team. Or you can add Damon and Kim. You talk about the new Diamond Mine? Good. I don't know. There's a lot of things going through my mind right now. But Enofe and Blade did pick up the victory over Bourne and Tavian Heights. So, hold on a second. All right, now I'm not sure a lot of you folks out there want to know my thoughts on Vince McMahon kind of returning to the WWE, but let me tell you something right now. He is not gonna bother Triple H with his creativity, and Stephanie and McMahon and Nick Khan. He's not gonna change those roles. He's gonna leave them alone. I'm sure in the back of his mind he believes, okay, the WWE's on the right track. I want to keep it on the right track. But he's going to stay behind the scenes as like a media type, willing to sell the company. All that. There's rumors going around. Saudi Arabia wants to buy the WWE. Hope not. That can ruin the WWE, plain and simple, because Saudi Arabia's always been behind in a lot of things when it comes to today's society. But, however, so as long as Vince McMahon stays behind the scenes, like in the media, in the corporate, saying not take part in any storylines or even in any creativity, creative ideas or something like that. I think the WWE will be okay, but a lot of people are saying, "Oh, we're done with the WWE." I'm not going to complain, but I'm not going to complain about that. I'm not going to say, "Oh, I'm done with the WWE because Vince McMahon. I'm done watching professional wrestling." I'm not going to do that. It's going to be a wait for me. It's a wait and see to see how things develop, and hopefully Vince, so far, and probably Vince knew, Vince knew in the back of his mind, thinking, okay, the company's doing well. I'm not gonna fix what it is. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. That type of deal. So I think Vince says, I'll stay behind the scenes. I'll deal with the media and everything else, and try to pursue and sell the company. Pursue a sale. So I think that's what Vince McMahon will be focused on, because he had to pay all that hush money. So that's probably the thing that it'd be funny if Tony Khan bought the WWE and we're like, hey, the forbidden door can really be broken wide open. You never know. Craziness has happened. So that's my personal opinion on the whole Vince McMahon situation. So so like I say, to me, it's a wait and see. Relax. He's not going to touch. He's not going to take Triple H's job. He's not going to take Stephanie's or take over for Stephanie and Nick Khan. He's going to let them do their thing. I think he believes in, okay, the company's doing well. Even in my absence, I'm going to leave it at that. Let the company do well, and that could bring up the potential sales, and that could be another thing in the back of Vince's mind. Maybe thinking, okay, the company's doing well. I'm thinking that I think if I leave them alone, let them do the thing, the company will even thrive. So we'll see what happens on that. Hopefully nobody leaves the WWE on the account of Vince being back or anything like that. We'll just see what happens. So there it is. So that's all the time we have on the first episode of SmackDown 2023 and the first episode of NXT Level Up 2023. As you know, this coming Tuesday is NXT New Year's Evil. A lot of matches happening on that. So I know the title match between Breakker and Waller. Maybe Breaker's ready for the main roster. Who knows for sure? Because WrestleMania is right around the corner. So I expect Braun Breaker to even hit the main roster sometime after WrestleMania. Because WrestleMania is always for surprises, debuts, returns, and whatnot. Craziness is happening. All right. So this is episode 270. 9 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Episode 280 is next. We're getting close to 300 episodes already. Probably by the end of this month we'll be over 300 episodes of the show. So next up, the first AEW Rampage of 2023 plus Battle of the Belts 5, and we will go right to it. All right. So until the next episode happens, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Production, and in association with A Sweet Bofa Raving Dingleberry Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode of the show. See you on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now, and have a very blessed day.